Welcome to the first episode of the Binge Watch Brigade. I'm Nick, one of your hosts. I wanted to take a moment to talk to everybody who will be listening to this and say, welcome. We are a podcast full of a bunch of nerds who really just enjoy watching anime, and I got approached by one of our other hosts, Jay-Z, about starting this, and it really seemed like a good idea. He really had a good idea in mind of how and why we wanted to start this podcast, and I figure I'll just let him explain.
Yeah, this is your other host, Jay-Z. One thing we do a lot as we get together is talk about anime all the time. And I really wanted to turn that into a hobby that we all did together. So I figured, why not just start a podcast? It also is, I wanted to start it to start broadening my horizons and eventually get into some animes that I've never watched, some genres I've never watched, some that I didn't feel comfortable watching, but some friends were into. So that's kind of why I wanted to start this podcast. And now we're gonna introduce a couple other guys, but I want to talk about a few first. One of our former members, Retsu, he unfortunately got isekai'd. Another member who could not be here today, Steven. He is on the background. He is our social media manager. He will be on some episodes in the future, but for now, he's just in the background. Also, the other two guys we've got with us today are Logo and Aaron, aka Ajax. Why don't you guys say hi?
Hello.
What's up?
Why don't you tell us a little about yourself so that you can so that they can get used to your voices.
Yeah, so I'm Jake, or Logo, as these guys like to call me. I do all of the audio editing, anything like that. So anything you hear, if they sound like crap, I would love to know.
Sometimes it's my fault.
That's okay. But that's what I do on this. I'll be on episodes occasionally, but maybe not all the time, just on anime that I'm really, really into, or one that sounds really interesting to me, I'll jump in on, but probably not every single one.
I've been waiting on you to make a really big recommendation of like, hey man, this is one I really want to watch with you. I've been waiting for it. There have been a couple that I've been like, man, I really want to watch this with you, but I'm waiting for that next big suggestion where you're like, yo man, this is the one.
I have a few saved on Crunchyroll that I'm going to try and get into, so we'll see what happens.
Heck yeah.
Ajax?
Sup, I'm Ajax, or Aaron. I'm going to be one of the hosts here. I guess these lovely gentlemen managed to rope me into this.
You mean hooligans?
Sure. That's another word for it.
Only on the Blue Lock episodes.
Boo.
Just because you don't like soccer doesn't mean we can't enjoy the entertainment and the sheer hype of Blue Lock. Just because you can't appreciate it.
Yeah, and I'm still going to give you a hard time about it.
I mean, that's fair.
I'm going to be honest, I don't get the hype around it.
Have you watched it?
No. That's why I don't understand the hype around it.
I will say, going with that, of Jay-Z approached me about wanting to watch that episode, or that show, and he basically said, we're just going to walk in with no expectations, and we are going to just see if it's terrible. We watched one episode and basically just couldn't put it down. It was one of those that we didn't expect it to be so good that it drew us in from the word go.
All
Well,
right. I might have to give it a try at some point.
So just to ask, what are your guys' first animes? What was the one that you kind of remember as being your initial start?
I'll go first. It's easy. Dragon Ball Z.
That was so quick.
I feel so. Mine's weird though, because mine is either Dragon Ball or Rurouni Kenshin.
Solid.
No joke. I was expecting you to say Yu Yu Hakusho.
No, I mean, where that is my favorite anime, it is not my first. Truthfully, it also could be Gundam. It could be one of those three. Those are the three that I remember the farthest back.
Mine's pretty basic. I just remember one night, like sleeping in the living room when I was a kid and waking up at 2 a.m. because we left the TV on, and like Naruto was on, and I sat up and watched it. It was the Land of Waves arc. Like
Believe it.
Yeah, believe it. That got me into watching anime. So that was my first one. It's still one of my favorites.
I don't remember my first anime, but I remember the anime that started it all for me and got me hooked into it. It was Fairy Tail.
Oh, okay. I've heard good things. I haven't
It is
watched.
the
Power.
anime that started it all for me. I don't know. It's both whimsical and gritty at points.
Okay.
Beautiful story. I don't know.
Heck yeah.
I
One
think
know I
I think
wanna
it's a pretty
watch at
great
some
anime.
point.
Yeah, that might be one I need to visit at some point. You'll hear we talk about my fiance Jess every once in a while, and she has a unbelievably large manga collection, and I have just about anything I would want to read at my disposal, and I just don't because I'm lazy. And I don't want to have to sort through everything to find it all. She knows where it all is off the top of her head. I have no idea.
I'm sure once we start our website, there will be pics.
Yeah, eventually. The manga halls.
Oh, yeah. All right, so what are you guys getting into now? What are you watching currently? Me, I've been, on the suggestion of Jay-Z, I've been working my way through Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm almost through season 1, but I've been watching it really, really slowly because I want to enjoy it.
That's fair.
I couldn't get into JJK. I'm gonna be honest. I barely watched like the first 3 episodes before I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. I don't know what it is about it, but I'm just.
I watched it as it came out, subbed from the first episode. Was excited every week.
Watching now, I would definitely say my biggest ones that I'm watching right now are Tokyo Revengers, and there were also I'm about to start Undead Unluck, and I'm super excited about that.
I just finished rewatching season 1 of Tower of God, and then watched all of season 2 in Tower of God. That show's so good.
Agreed.
So
The anime I'm currently watching is Chilling in Another World with my level 2 super cheat powers. It is a degenerate isekai, and I love it.
That's awesome.
It is like my 4th rewatch of it.
I'm with you, man. Those trash isekais are like guilty pleasures.
Oh, they're so good, dude.
That's fantastic. Well, it's awesome talking about what we're watching right now. I really am excited about all the episodes that we're going to have posted. We are going to be posting bi-weekly. That may change depending on how things move forward. If people do want to hear more, we can obviously talk about doing more. But as of right now, we're planning on doing every other week. Planning on keeping things right about an hour. That's kind of the goal. Don't want to keep you too long, but want to have a good conversation. Obviously, we're talking about a lot of things moving forward, any future projects, potentially, a Patreon if things go that direction, or potentially doing live streams for the podcast itself for different segments that we may do in the future. We have a couple different ideas as to how we want to go with the schedule moving forward, and we'll obviously want to hear if anybody wants to hear a specific anime talked about or reviewed or anything at all. We definitely want to go that route as well. So we'll definitely be open to suggestions, and we'll be excited to get any kind of feedback because we love anime and we love talking about it. So hopefully you guys like hearing about it.
And we will be starting a website and random social medias, various social medias that you could look for. Just search our name. They'll be up within a few weeks after this goes up. I would assume. We're also eventually, probably a while down the road, going to do video episodes. Probably all the time once we get to that point, which
I would say
hoping
once
to-
we get to the point of doing any streaming stuff like that, we
Yeah.
would do video as well. Something else too I'd love to get into with this is if we do get into streaming or video and stuff, talking about a lot of anime video games that are out there as well. Because there's a lot of really good ones, there's a lot of really crappy ones. Just something fun to talk about as well here to possibly go forward. But we're going to see where things take us to start.
I'm excited
you
to
for
see where
joining.
things go.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you for joining us on this introduction video to the Binge Watch Brigade. Hopefully you enjoy our content and give us any suggestions that will help us make it better for you to enjoy it more.
Okay, bye.
Deuces.
Goodbye.